Continuing here after the stream dropped. First game in Season 8 wildcard round for the White Sox. Playing the Royals and against destroyed by them. Heather is still chasing her first World Series.
And that'll do it. The Royals take game 1 of the series on the road. So the Kansas City Royals take game 1 of this wild card series. A huge win for them in hostile territory.
Yeah, Boog, they've still got their work cut out for them in this series, having to play on the road. But like you said, it's a huge win to jump ahead 1-0 in a short 3-game series. Just have to win one of the next 2 games to move on to the next round.
And on the home side of this one, obviously a disappointing result both for the team and the fans. But with home field advantage throughout, this series still has a lot up in the air. An 11-7 final.
Heather was the only one putting up runs throughout the game for the White Sox until the bottom of the 8th.
John Shambi saying, so long.
White Sox offense woke up too late in this game, now down 1 game to start this wild card round. Will this be another postseason defeat in? No one is expecting much from the White Sox anyways. It would be a miracle even with Heather to go to the World Series. In the previous stream, Heather hit her 600th career home run, and will start working towards hitting the milestone career home run 700 next.
And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Rate Field. Game 2 of the
On to Game 2 in the wild card round.
On the show. It's the Kansas City Royals going up against the Chicago White Sox. Heather Smith steps to the plate for the White Sox. A switch hitter batting right. Here's a swing and a drive, left field, and she knew it. She'll circle the bases, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. Christie's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like she did right there.
1 out, bases empty.
The shortstop.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a...
Well struck left field. It bangs off the wall. The throw into second, and in there with a double off the wall.
2 hits for her in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. She elevates that a little bit more. It's definitely out of here.
Tosses across the first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. All tied up here in Game 2 of the wild card series. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. In safely with a double, her second of the day.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Nice stop from her backside. Oh, the throw is over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
The right fielder.
Oh, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but she just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. She was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
That was the dumpst animation it made Heather do defensively. What was she going to do? Just hold the ball?
Liner, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that
now the White Sox are down by 5 because of that BS.
Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but she wanted to get that.
Looks like another L in the postseason for Heather.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that's it. The Kansas City Royals take the series, and they're off to the ALDS. So the Kansas City Royals sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins on the road. And they can now shift their focus to the division round.
Well, hats off to them, Boog. I mean, It's very difficult to come into a hostile stadium with all the energy and excitement of the postseason, but clearly
The White Sox probably dominated the Royals in the season. To Lowell grinning, squinting face.
And a lot of disappointment.
Well, on to another season. This game is ass unamused face. Look at that BS. The Royals made it and they beat the team the sub they wanted us to go to do it. It's like it just wants to troll Heather Co. Francisco Lindor gets inducted into the 2032 Hall of Fame. Good for him, clapping hands. Heather wasn't expecting much being in the White Sox. She says, "She's all right staying here for now." A nice change of pace for her career, clapping hands after all the trade needs she demanded the last half-decade. Now the management just needs to make some off-season moves and get some better ball players on the team to help Heather out. For being the best player in the league, it's silly Heather still has not won a World Series. Michael Harris is here. That's great, thumbs up. Even though it's weird he regressed to a 70 overall in the Braves' March to October before his 30th birthday lol. Heather's old friend from the Astros, Kyle Tucker, is here too. He is getting some age now though. Let's see if he has anything left him, though playing with Heather again might help. The one thing going for the Sox is that they have plenty of young high-potential talent. Thinking face. Heather might decide to give them several chank. Maya is now a 91 overall pitcher. Let's go. Heather will be chasing her 2,000th career hit and 700th career home run this season. Well, playing the cheats Kansas City to start the 9th season. Lowell grinning, squinting face.
Against the Chicago White Sox. Opening day festivities wrapping up. And we'll be back to get. So 2 down, and next to hit for the Sox, Heather Smith. She's not going to get cheated up there.
No, she's not. She's looking to do damage with every swing she takes.
Smoke to right, but he's got it. Nothing doing for the. So the lineup flips over, and now the center fielder, Stephen Kim. 1 run across in the frame so far here on opening day. Hit weakly on the ground. Huber. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Now batting.
No outs, runners at first and second.
Heather Smith.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A 3-run homer. It's 3-2. She only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Booth. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
2 out, space is empty.
Shortstop, Heather Smith.
The White Sox have the best farm system. This may possibly be the team to do it.
Kicks and fires. That one ripped.
Go, ball, go.
Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. Another homer. She's done it again. Her second homer of the game. It's 5-2.
Now she's just showing off out there. And who can blame her with a swing like that? Give her a bat, watch it go a long way.
What is this, lol? The Braves are predicted to make the playoffs with a 80-82 record.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Back here on the south side. And here's the first baseman, Ethan Boone. On the ground to the left. In plenty of time to first. One up, one down.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Now batting.
And now the shortstop, Heather Smith. She's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
This seems like she can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against her, but who's going to bet against this player right now?
The White Sox are starting the season against the World Series champs too.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 7-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Here on the south side, we go to the 9th, and here's the catcher, David Fellows.
We've made it far enough in her career that she is the age of her number, and that's 29.
Hit in the air, left field.
I got it. Mine.
Makes the grab, and there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now batting. The third base.
Kansas City are a bunch of chickens.
1 out, runner at second. Tucker, the next to hit. 1 away, the winning run at second.
Kyle Tucker at bat, let's go.
Hang on. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And up next for Chicago, Michael Harris II. The winning run on second base. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. So up next for Chicago, Heather Smith.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Clearly didn't want to mess with her right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
They walked Heather twice, a bunch of llamas. Not deserving of that World Series title.
Christian Encarnacion Strand. Will hit next.
What a first game to start this season.
High in the air, out to right. Ruiz. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Dylan Dingler. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline. This one's over. And the White Sox break through to win it in 13.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air at worst case scenario.
That's karma and the real World Series right there. Okay, hand. Joking, if only upside down face.
Deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
And a final. Heather Smith went yard 3 times last game. With that elite power, you won't want to miss this one today. It's the Kansas City Royals going up against. So 2 down. Heather Smith digs in now, leading the AL in batting average. Singy, she covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These hitters are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch.
And he's got it in right field for the 3rd out. 1 out, base is empty. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Swing and a ground ball. Smith whips it across, and Witt is out.
Batting 7, the designated hitter.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the big-time power threat, Heather Smith. Monroe back to work. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. Bang! She powers one out to right field. That's her 4th home run of the series. And they add to the lead. It's 3-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like she did right there.
Runner at first with no outs here.
A shortstop, Heather
Smith was crushing in her last game, hitting 3 home runs. Line drive, caught. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. And next to him for the Sox, Heather Smith. She's already homered in this game. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Bang! Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 4-1. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Ethan Boone steps in for the Royals. Hit on the ground to short. Smith. Royals out. Down to their final out.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how
Smith really stood out in this win. 2 homers on the day.
such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy.
Heather Smith, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. She'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Kansas City Royals going up against the Chicago White Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Ethan Boone. Out to short. Throws across the diamond. That's out number 2. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Heather Smith steps to the plate for the White Sox. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Not sure if she was expected for the pitcher to come right at her, but she got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And that one pulled foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're around.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Christian Campbell steps in for the Royals. Grounder might be 2. The flip, there's 1.
He's out.
What a double play that was. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
One out, base is empty. Smith in her 9th season, 29 years old. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP.
The White Sox aren't even predicted to make the postseason this year, even with Heather.
You are a star, aren't you? Her 6th of the series, it's 4-4. That's her 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now here is Alec Bohm. Out to short. Throw to first in time. And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Heather Smith.
Heather Smith.
That one hammered but pulled foul. Smith went deep twice in her last game. The wind of the pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Bang! Another homer. That's her 7th home run of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 6-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
So digging in, Heather Smith. She's got a couple homers already, so could she possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course she can. Those two she hit were legit, and she looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And she's gone yard again. Her third home run of the game. It's 10-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Up the middle, Smith. Fires over to first. That's the first out, the top of the seventh. Heather Smith steps to the plate for the White Sox. This hitter is one of the best athletes in the sport. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Kim sizes this one up, and there's two down. Smith was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. 3 homers in this one, just amazing.
Boog, I can't say enough about what she did for him in this one. She's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why she's a key contributor for them.
White Sox start the season sweeping the World Series champs.
So 2 down, and up next for Chicago, Heather Smith, one of the stars in the win yesterday as she had 3 hits. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Ripped to right. Hendrick makes the grab, and that's the inning. And now the shortstop, Jose Tena. Up the middle, Smith. Throws to first in time.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Smith.
That one pulled foul. Smith, in her 9th season, 29 years old, she's a former American League MVP. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, they strike first as she gets the job done to bring home the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Underhanded to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
2 out, space is empty. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Fernandez back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for out.
That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for her today.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's her 2nd extra base hit in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
The tying run at the plate. Runner on the move. Smith. Zips it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Smith now at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. It just got out of here. Her 9th homer of the year. It's 5-zip. She sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because she wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Smith really stood out in this win. Collected 4 hits. 1 of them left the park.
I'll tell you, I was excited every.
Heather Smith comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shape. 1 out. Runner at second. Smith digs in now. Coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Bang!
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like she did right there.
On the ground, Smith. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Bases loaded, top of the 2nd. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And it banks off the foul pole. That's a grand slam. Another homer. Her 2nd home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 8-2. The brighter the lights, the more she shines.
Yeah, this player lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
On the ground, out to short. Smith. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. Now, Heather Smith. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one back there. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 9-6.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. She guessed right, squared it up, and she made it look way too easy.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Heather Smith. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
She's homered 3 times so far, and now she gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives her anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4. She was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if she gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Now a screamer into the outfield. 1 down.
She's
Wow.
that fastball. She's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, she'll find a hole.
Thomas Sajazi next up for the Cardinals.
What's up?
A ground ball out to short. Whips it across. Inning over.
Winning just to lose by 3 points. I'm alright, just have a little headache because of the weather. Hope your headache goes away. But still want to keep putting up content even though the game is preventing me from winning the big games. Lol, grinning, squinting face with tears of joy. Heather is on the White Sox now, as you can see. Anyways, what's up? How are you today?
Now it's the second baseman, Thomas Huber. On the ground at third, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cardinals slug their way to a win in this one. Smith, certainly not the reason they lost this game. A special game at the dish with 3 homers.
Can't say enough about what she did for him in this one. They lost.
I'm happily emotional.
Huge effort. It's easy to see why she...
Heather Smith, currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can she keep it going today? It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. First and second, no outs. Smith will hit next. This one high in the air to left center. Vega sizes this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. One out, base is empty.
The shortstop, Heather.
You know, her great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If she can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Smith measures 5 feet 8 inches, 29 years old. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Oh, you are a...
Continuing here after the stream dropped.
That's her 5th home
I
run
think the
this
game
series.
does this stuff to
White
keep
Sox
you from winning every game. Lol.
1-0.
That's
And just
good.
like that, her home run
Hold on,
streak
is the
up
bot
to
saying the
6.
comments? Sounds like it stopped.
Working really well at the
HMM.
plate right now. She just can't miss every time she swings. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win?
It's
Really good
back.
job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Oh, it got delayed for a few seconds. That was weird. The comments are stuck on my TV too lol. Oh, just went away now.
Well struck right field. Hendricks going back. Slams into the wall and hangs on.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Slings to first in time.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman, Bob. Oh, now
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Smith. The next to hit.
I do not like the White Sox jerseys. They feel like a referee/inmate combined outfit or something.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Another home.
Cat orange whistling.
Done it again. Her second homer of the game. It's 3-3. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. She went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think she had her sights set on that pitch. She went and got it and circled the bases.
Heather is closing in on 2,000 hits and 700 home runs now. Mega epic.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
Pitching is why a team Heather is on lost again lol. But at least on the White Sox there isn't much to be disappointed about. They do have the best farm system this 9th season and so many young talents on the MLB roster too. From now to 3 seasons they should be expected to win. Lol, not even expected to make the playoffs with this roster, even with Heather. Clutch rating finally gets to 99 lol, grinning squinting face. Let's go. "82 hits from 2,045 home runs from 700.
One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Brady House.
House.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Smith. Slinging it to first in time. So 2 down. Heather Smith getting ready to hit. We talk about players with good speed, and definitely she has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
She gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat automatically.
That one ripped.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Bang! She powers one out to right field. Home run number 15 on the year. It's 1-0. That adds another game to her hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, she's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. She's really dangerous with the bat in her hands right now.
2 out, space is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's a foul ball. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Another homer. Her second home run of the game. It's 3-0.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Zips it across.
That's an out.
1 up, 1 down. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Heather Smith. Iriarte back to work. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone.
She's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying.
Go.
Bang! And she's gone yard again. Her 4th home run of the game. It's 10-5. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Smith was a big contributor for them in the win.
Oh wow, the Yankees.
Heather Smith with an off-the-charts 4 home runs.
Been listening to this in the background, BTW.
What could she possibly do for an encore? It's the New York Yankees going up against the Chicago. So 2 down, and now the big-time power threat, Heather Smith. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
On the ground to the left, Smith. And there's 2 away.
He's out.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. LaGrange back to work. There's a swing and a drive.
Go, go, ball, go.
Oh, you are a star, aren't you? A solo shot. That's her 5th homer of the series. It's 1-1. Singy, say hey to 660 home runs. She just tied Willie Mays.
Now, Boog, some argue that Willie Mays was the greatest
Thanks.
player of all time, but to have just tied him, boy, that's an incredible accomplishment.
This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling.
This one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for her this afternoon. Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. She did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give her the cycle.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. It's a double, her fourth hit of the game. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Back at right field, and here is Heather Smith. Criswell back to work. Ground ball right side. Fair ball. Runner around third. It's in and out of his glove. He'll score, and she'll pull into second safely.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff hitter comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
In the air, right side. Tucker should have it. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. First and second, no outs. Next is the designated hitter, Braden Montgomery. Fly ball center field, Barber. Puts it away for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And that one is lifted in the air. Pulls it down, and there are two away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open.
So bases all loaded up. So up next for Chicago, Michael Harris II. Tied at 4. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Bottom of the 12th inning now. And now the shortstop, Heather Smith.
Oh, yeah, Boog. She's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. She's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around third. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 5-5.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And then she doesn't try to do too much.
So digging in, Martin Borowitz.
Uadro for now. This the second extra inning game of the stream. Lol, crazy zany face. If only it give MR a home run animation.
Grounder might be 2. Huber to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Dylan Dingler. Now fly ball to right center. It gets down, a base hit. The winning run crosses the plate, and the White Sox break through to win it in 13.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see
Ball game finally raising hands.
A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment.
moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
Text green game over. Text green game over. Let's go.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here.
Playing Maya's team next.
And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Rate Field. The show brings you game one of a big...
They are 8-1 to start the season.
Going up against the Chicago White Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they can.
Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw.
The third baseman, Matt.
Polio. That last one penny game thing was funny. Of course everyone that didn't win the World Series and only played 9 games this season would have an X. 10 not 1 penny.
Shaw.
Ground ball up the middle. Smith. To first.
Got
and
him,
the first
touching out.
out of the game is an easy one. So digging in, Heather Smith.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of her hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Chorio pulls that one down, and that is... So the batting order turns over. Matt Shaw digs in for the Guardians. On the ground to the left, Smith. The throw to first.
Out of there.
Now 2 out.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Hard hit, but right at him and left.
She smoked that fastball. She's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, she'll find a hole.
Back at right field. Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills The range is really good, but the arm just stands
It's
out.
giving Heather crap animations off the bat right now.
Swing and a ground ball. Dives, but it kicks off her glove. And he'll be safe at first.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and
That was a crap dive animation too.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
And now maybe extra bases. Takes the turn. She's digging for second. The throw to second is offline.
Yay, a second base hit. Bruh. Two perfect hits in a row to the left fielder. Lol. Stupid.
Entering is the pinch runner, number 10.
Oh, that's probably what it is. She's not in good health. Pensive face in this game. Probably have bad health care providers on the Cheeseox.
Montgomery on third. Cortez at second with 2 gone. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Volpe. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Guardians take this one in a blowout. Smith added one more to that hitting streak.
I think they expect her to make larger contributions than she did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
She has 99 durability. That dive put her over the edge. She better not be injured for too long. I swear. Look at her walking just fine in the dugout. Lol. She'll be right-o. Scripted shit. Couldn't even play Maya yet. Oh yeah, that. That's why that happened. It has to be. Also to keep them on their win streak with her being the ace on the team. They are now 13 wins and 1 loss to start the season. Still beating the previous World Series champs every time, that being Kansas City. They are such frauds, lol. The game likes to troll.
Ready to put on a show, playing as the league leader in home runs this season. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming your way next. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Heather Smith. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports.
Ain't that the cold honest truth?
You feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too.
Get down.
Line drive, caught.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Smith to second, and that's 2.
Out.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Second inning coming up here in Kansas City. It's the White Sox 1 and the Royals nothing. Man at first, one away.
Shortstop, Heather Smith.
If Heather don't start getting good hit animations again, I am going to start feeling like she is getting forcibly washed.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. The relay throw. The tag, and
Right
she's
there on the
out,
tag.
trying for 3. But a run does come in to score.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut her down at third. And she probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get her. You just have to tip your cap.
Okay, at least that did something. And with 99 speed, I don't understand why she can't make it to third base fast than that either.
On the ground, 2-ball. Feeds to second, out there. And their
That's an out.
second double play of the day will end the 4th. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. On to the top of the 5th we go. We are tied 2-2.
There you go, Heather, get the D.
Now it's the power speed combo. Heather Smith. Montero back to work.
Get down.
Smoke to right, but he's got it.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
Ethan Boone steps in for the Royals.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates.
Another perfect fly out. Perfect contact, gets caught anyway.
On the ground. Smith. Whips it to first.
Out.
1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Elliott Gosselin.
First and second, 2 outs. Smith digs in now. She's a player who does it all. She's kind of an outlier, especially when hitters are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Her swing is so good.
The game is forcing her to have a little slump lull. It won't happen forever. Hold on, I got a phone call.
in the zone a long time, she gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Hammered on the line, base hit. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 4-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yes, she's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but her resume speaks for itself. Bottom of the seventh, and the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. On the ground, out to short, Smith. And Witt is out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. There's a swing and a drive. That one's carrying. Bang! A solo shot. Home run number 20 on the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 7-5.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And now David Ruiz. Out to short. Throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late.
Smith had a great showing in the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time she came up. When a player is locked in like she was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Heather Smith with an incredible season so far. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Smith will hit next. She's not going to get cheated up there.
No, she's not. She's looking to do damage with every swing she takes.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Her 21st of the year. It's 3-0. That adds another.
She's not gonna get cheated up there.
Yeah, she's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly trying.
Oh, they were right.
Authority is part of that. She's really dangerous with the bat in her hands right now.
1 out, base is empty. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
She was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if she gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Foul ball there. Smith went deep in her most recent game.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, are you in a broadcast?
And that's a base hit. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And it's now a 6-run lead. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
New inning getting started. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Heather Smith.
She's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Smith matched a homer in her last game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now at the plate, Heather Smith. She's got a couple homers already, so could she possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course she can. Those two she hit were legit, and she looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
That's out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. She was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
David Ruiz steps in for the Royals. Ground ball up the middle. Smith throws to first in time.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. She delivered a good play right there.
Smith, certainly not the reason they lost this game. Collected 3 hits, including 2 home runs.
Can't say enough about what she did for them in this one. They lost, but it was in spite of her huge effort. It's easy to see why she's a key contributor for them.
12. Heather Smith, fresh off an impressive. So 2 down. Heather Smith will hit next. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This hitter checks all the boxes offensively.
She is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way she prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, her teammates feed off of the leadership that she shows on and off the field. Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. She wasn't able to elevate it, but she put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Appreciate you staying here even after the phone call break.
Grounds one to short. Smith. They take the force out. And that is the back here at Rogers Center.
No problem, thumbs up.
Here's a big power threat. Heather Smith. Well struck right field. Bangs off the wall. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and her second hit. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Fair ball.
Well, no waiting around right there. She was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but she squared it up pretty good, and she kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Heather Smith getting ready to hit.
I might hop off the stream soon and come back up later on. I'm getting stupid dizzy today, upside down face.
There's a swing and a drive.
Go, ball, go, go.
He makes the grab. Runner tags and goes to third. Throw is high and over his head. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make
Okay, take a rest whenever you need. He actually caught that lol what the heck face with tears of joy.
So you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Out to short, Smith. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
I ain't diving this time, no.
One of the best contact hitters in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. She circles the bases. It's 7-4. That's her third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Lol, the bat stood up.
You have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Smith really stood out in this win. 4 hits, one of them a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Heather Smith comes into this one fresh off of 4 hits. So 2 down, and now the big-time power threat, Heather Smith. Singy, she covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These hitters are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Man at first, Oliver Vaccaro. Next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a chopper out to short. Dives and she can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Jarvis Bebop.
New inning getting started. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Heather Smith.
Oh no, injury incoming, oh no.
Back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Oh okay, that's good. No injury.
Put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach.
Heather on another not hitting a lot of home runs run, lol, grinning squinting face.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feet. There's
Why does that happen? Most times she gets a lot of home runs.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. All tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Heather Smith.
It may be user error lol grinning squinting face I am a little dizzy and out of it playing it today upside down face. Or it's just the game making her slump.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone.
Probably the game.
With one swing, she quiets the crowd. It's 2-1. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. She was all over that fastball.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base.
Heather's former teams are playing each other lol grinning squinting face Astros against Pirates skull and crossbones. What a funny dance woman dancing.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. Another homer. Her second home run of the game. It's 6-3. The brighter the lights, the more she shines.
Yeah, this player lives for big moments, and right there made a statement.
There you go, Heather. Another grand slam. Let's go.
Just an unbelievable turn of events here. I mean, they've been putting together solid at-bats all inning to set the table for her, and she delivered big time to get them the lead. Huge momentum shift on that swing, and now we'll see if they can hold on.
Before I watched these streams, I always associated grand slams with Denny's menu items.
Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. And she's gone yard again. That's her third home run of the game. And they add on. It's 7-3.
Yes, those are good thumbs up.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for her. She is really seeing the ball well in this one. She's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
Smith was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Smashed 3 homers at the plate.
Boog,
From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. Heather Smith riding a power surge coming into this one, Chris. She's homered in 4 straight games.
She is managing to find pitches that she can barrel up and do damage with, and really that's the key for her. As long as she can get the bat to it, because she's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down, Heather Smith steps to the plate for the White Sox. Smith was incredibly productive in her last game with 6 runs batted in. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Back now in Toronto, on to the 3rd inning, and now the big-time power threat, Heather Smith. Hard hit, knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And a tough play with a fast runner, but they get the out. 1 down. And now for the Jays, Willie Castro. On the ground to the left. Smith sends it to first. That's it out.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
1 away with a runner at 3rd. And first offering is fouled off. Smith with an impressive 3-homer performance in her last game. That one ripped.
Come on, ball. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tags from 3rd. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 9-1. Back here at Rogers Center, and the batter will be the shortstop, Heather Smith. Porter back to work. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now she'll turn for second. She makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th. And her hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for her in the past month.
This player's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow her down.
So 2 away with nobody on. Heather Smith steps to the plate for the White Sox. And it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. That'll fire up the dugout. That's her 5th homer of the series. It's
17-1 loudly crying face. Team needs to save these runs for the postseason. Lol grinning squinting face. 21 saluting face.
Well, she comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you've also got to give some credit to the batters ahead of her. Good at-bats to get on base and really set the table for a special moment in this one.
Smith had a great showing in the win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
Boog, I can't say enough about what she did for him in this one. She's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why she's a key contributor.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Minnesota Twins. 1 out, runner at 2nd. Smith digs in now. That one ripped right center field. Bang! She'll circle the bases, Her 28th home run of the season, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. And just like that, her home run streak is up to 6.
She's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. She just can't miss every time she swings.
Hard on the ground to first. Goes to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. 1 out, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Smith with some impressive production lately. That one ripped.
Oh, get up.
And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and her second hit. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
They take the force out. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-2. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes.
Ches getting her stride back. Let's go.
Man, it's been impressive. She went up there looking to do damage. I think she had her sights set on that pitch. She went and got it and circled the bases.
So up next for Minnesota, Slade Caldwell. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Relay three.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. That one is absolutely belted.
Ball, get out.
And it's off the top of the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. She's got a double, her 4th hit.
Comes through with the RBI. Just missed out on a home run right there, but she certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
This stadium sucks over the right wall. Lol, grinning, squinting face.
So 2 down, and up next for Chicago, Heather Smith.
RBI knock for her last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Coming home. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. She got a pitch she could get to out front, kept her bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll her hands over. And that allowed her to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Bang! And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 13-2.
She's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
Smith had a great showing in the win. 3 homers in this one, just amazing. Heather Smith went yard 3 times last game. With that elite power, you won't want to miss this one today. It's the 1 down. And next to hit for the Sox, Heather Smith. Well struck right field. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? That's her 4th home run of the series. It's 2-0. And the streak is alive. She's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this player think she is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really
Fourth.
good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Oh wait, I miscounted.
They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Another homer. Their third home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 4-1. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Heather Smith, and a chance to make some history here, Chris.
She's homered 3 times so far, and now she gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives her anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. And she's gone yard again. Her 4th home run of the game. It's 6-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone! Another homer. Their 5th home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
Smith was a big contributor for them in the win. 5 homers in this one. Truly incredible.
Boog, I can't say enough about what she did for him in this one. She's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why she's a key contributor for them.
Heather Smith with 5 hits last time out. So 2 down. Heather Smith steps to the plate for the White Sox. She's not going to get cheated up there.
No, she's not. She's looking to do damage with every swing she takes.
And first offering is fouled off. Smith with a staggering 5 homers in her last game. That one hammered center field. Back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer.
The guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like she did right there.
To first, might be 2. Feed to second, that's
He's
1.
out.
Throw to first,
He's
but he
safe.
beat it.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Kim back to work. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. Another homer. She's done it again. Her second homer of the game. It's 3-2. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
On the ground to the left. Smith. Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Leading off.
Now here is Heather Smith. And the way she's going in this one, we've been waiting for her spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This player's got 2 home runs already. Now she's going for number 3.
Oh, you are a star, aren't you? And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. And the White Sox jump out in front. It's 5-4. Singing she's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for her. She is really seeing the ball well in this one.
One gone, runner at first. So up next for Chicago, Heather Smith. There's a swing and a drive.
Come on, ball, get out of here.
And
Nope, that's foul.
foul as it bangs off the fence. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? Another homer. Her 4th home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 9-4.
She hit that into the wind, and it still had enough to leave the ballpark. She really connected on that pitch.
Smith really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Blasted off for an amazing. Heather Smith with an off the runner in scoring position with no outs. Smith will hit next. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. That's hard hit on the line. Caldwell makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
She smoked that fastball. She's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, she'll find a hole.
Runner at first with 2 away. Benny Montgomery now at the plate. Swing and a ground ball. Smith on the run. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. 1 left. Man at first, 1 away. Out to center. Caldwell gets under it. 2 away now. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Twins, Kyle Teal. Hit on the ground to short. Smith gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That one ripped.
Come on, ball, get out, get up.
And it hits the fence. Coming home. Brett Harris, the next to hit. Montgomery over at second, 1 down. Out to short. Smith slinging it to first in time. Heather Smith getting ready to hit. She's one of the faster runners just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. She leaves the yard to right. Home run number 40 on the year. And they add on. It's 10-1. 9 consecutive games with a home run.
Well, just dialed in at the dish right now. 9 games in a row. That's just unthinkable. Congrats to her.
And that one is off the top of the wall. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. And now the shortstop, Heather Smith. Just a single short of the cycle. Swung on, belted. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. Another homer. She's done it again. Her second homer of the game. It's 15-1.
She wasted no time in that at bat.